Is anybody surprised? Is anyone surprised by this? Anyone? A single person? So someone raise their hand now if they're actually genuinely shocked. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, there is absolutely nothing about this situation that should shock or surprise a single person, because this is what niggas do. And this is what the travel space, the black travel space, the black travel ghetto, this is what the fuck it promotes. So why are any of you gonna be surprised? You're not. Surely you're not. And if you are, you gotta be a fucking fool. You gotta be. Now, I'm gonna point out a couple things, because I've already said however many times that you niggas ain't shit and that this is the type of stuff you do. See, I know I only get like 5 motherfuckers who ever watch my video. But for the 5 people that watch my videos, you guys know. I've constantly, when I've decided to make videos, which is rarely, but when I do make a video, it's me calling out some goofy ass shit. And the funny thing about it is that there's so many people who would take issue with someone like myself, right? Especially me not being American, which I could give a fuck about what you guys in America think, because this is what the fuck you produce. The reality is that you guys have been a big L when it comes to travel for a minute now. Ever since 2020, when you motherfuckers hit this scene and started bringing your cameras out, by and large, you've been a net negative. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I'm sick and tired of acting like that's not what it is. It's time for us to acknowledge that shit. You guys, by and large, have been an L, bro. You have. And that's the reason why motherfuckers like Rello, okay, goofy ass dudes like this is why they get so much push in the space. This is why whenever anything happens, whenever people are looking at black people like we're crazy, the face of it is a motherfucker that came from your country. I said this before with the Johnny Somali shit. You niggas want to jump out there and be like, oh, he ain't American, he's Somali. No, nigga, he's from your country. He's one of you. Yeah, he might be Somalian, but guess what? We got a shit ton of Somalians in the UK. And as I said in an old video, go and find the UK Somalian who's Johnny Somali. Go find his equivalent. You can't find it. It don't exist. Go and find the Canadian equivalent. Go and find the Australian equivalent. Go and find the fucking Swedish, the Italian. Go and find a black person from some other country who's the equivalent of your niggas from America. You're not gonna find them, bro. Now, you got some Africans who want some bullshit, but Africans have always been fucking goofy. Look at their own continent. That ain't no surprise. Right? So, this is what it is. But I have to say this because I'm sick and tired of having to deal with the consequences and the blowback that comes from you goofies over in the States and your foolishness. And I'm saying this as someone, I've not even been to Kenya. I would like to go at some point, and I will go. And the good thing about Kenya is that it's a country full of black people. So, because it's in Africa, you're going to blend in more, right? So when I go there, it's not going to be like someone's going to see me and be like, oh my God, it's a fucking American. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have that problem, right? But you see, I usually get onto you guys when it's corny behavior, when it's goofy behavior, dysfunctional behavior in other countries where, we're not the majority of the people. And the reason why is because, especially regions like Asia, because in Asia, like when you guys decide to go to Southeast Asia or East Asia, but especially Southeast Asia, because that's predominantly where you guys are going because it's cheaper. When you guys decide to go there and act a damn fool, there's not that many of us, bro. And you guys have got to understand, like, that shit has a big effect. It's not like with white people, man. White people go everywhere and do everything. So, yeah, some of them are going to be fucked up, but guess what? They're also getting married and building businesses and, fucking helping with hospitals and all kinds of shit. They do too much other shit to balance it out. And I don't know why you niggas are so brain dead that you don't understand that. But you know what? As the late and great David Carroll would say, there is something wrong with the way you Negroes think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so sick and tired of you, motherfuckers. I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of you. Like, this is the foolishness that you guys promote and push. All you do is facilitate fuckery and foolishness. That's all you do. And I've issued this challenge before, but again, I know only 5 niggas watch my video. Well, to you 5 niggas, I issued a challenge once again. Go and find me the British or Canadian or something, just a non-American. Don't give me an African, because I don't give a fuck. Them niggas is always good. Go and find me the the other Western black equivalent of you niggas that's on this fuckery. Go and find them, please. You aren't gonna find them. So if you're gonna come into my comment section and talk some shit about where I'm from, nigga, you better come with some receipts, because I can assure you, when I can pull up all the fucking bullshit that's going on in the black travel space, it's always you motherfuckers. That's the truth of it. That's the fucking reality of it. Okay? I'll give a shout out right now to two niggas that I do like though, because I want to be fair. Lord, right? Lord Williamson, who's actually in my city right now. Shout out to him. He's here for Carnival. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Big fucking shout out to him and massive respect to him, because he's actually so, he's so on point. Like, I swear, Lord is what the travel space should aspire to in terms of how you guys should be doing your content. I'm not saying you should all do exactly what he does, but you should be taking some damn notes, because he is blowing the rest of you out of the water. And I'm so glad he's finally getting the numbers now, because I subbed to him back when his channel was a bit smaller, and I just felt like he always did decent with the numbers, but I felt like he wasn't getting his, you know, like recognition. But now I think he's hitting his stride, and he's getting, you know, the type of time I think he deserves to be getting. And I fuck with that, because out of everyone, like, I found him through Keys' channel. That's how I found out about Lord. But I fucked with Lord. You know what I mean? I fucked with Lord because he just seemed like he was doing his own thing. He wasn't really embroiled in all the bullshit and the drama, and he was just on his content. And he never, like, one thing about Lord is that whenever this guy will like talk about stuff, he's going for the goals, and he's doing all of that stuff. He still has some chicks in the thumbnails, whatever. But if you look at his content, he's not afraid to just make the content just be the content. Like, listen, he was in my city, right? Almost nobody knows London better than I do. Okay, when this guy is telling me, like, I'm watching his video, and he's going around, this guy's actually appreciating the city, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? He's actually appreciating my home, man. And this is why, like, even though I just gave some heat to you guys in the States, I fuck with those of you who are actually respectable, decent people, whatever your color or background. But the problem is that how many Lords are there in the black travel space? Do you know how sad that is, bro? Lord should be the default. He should just be another nigger on YouTube. He should just be, like, his content should just be regular shit. That should be the standard. That should be where the bar is at. It's sad, bro. It's fucking sad. Like, and I'm sorry, but the fact of the matter is the reason why niggas like Red are your representation, because they are. Let's be clear about this. He is your representation. And you might be saying, oh, why has he got to be the representation? Because he's the type of guy you guys blow up. See, let me tell you what it is about someone like Lord that's different, right? Oh, and the other guy I wanted to give a shout out to is Andre from Love Crossing Borders, okay? Shout out to Andre and his wife, Andrea. Shout out to them two, man. Like, I have big respect for Andre as well. And he's also been to my city. I just remembered. See, there's something about these guys, man. They're actually willing to make the leap to come over here. You see, that's one thing I'll notice. I think a lot of the guys that tend to be better, I'm not saying you have to come to London or something, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it says a lot about you, because London's not no cheap city. So if you come here, you know, you gotta be coming here correct. So I think, like, I think only certain types of people are coming here. You know what I mean? And I meet black Americans here, you know, who come here on their holidays, and they tend to be decent people. So I think that the good travelers are in better locations. And the raggedy motherfuckers, they're all going to be in the cheap spots, right? They're all going to be in the sex tourist spots. But the problem is that's the niggas you guys have on the front page, man. That's the problem. Like Lord, right? The thing about Lord is that he gets good views. But Lord is not, I don't think people would associate him with Passport Bros the same way. Do you get what I'm saying? His content is so much of just travel content. He just does it entertainingly, but he's just a travel vlogger, bro. You can't really call him Passport Bros because he doesn't make content in search of finding women and finding love. He doesn't make content like that. His content is genuinely just general travel vlogs, just like people have always done, right? He's just like, yo, we're going to this country, let's see what it's like, how's the city, what's the culture. He's not saying, yo, we're going to this city, let's go and see how we can find women and start dating and find a relationship. See, Passport Bros specifically was about guys leaving the West so they can find women overseas. Lord isn't like that. Lord, in fact, made a community post not that long ago talking about how he loves America, he loves being there, he wants to start making some content there. So, Lord is not a Passport Bro. Pretty much by definition and through his actions, he's not a Passport Bro. And this is probably why I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Because the passport bro ideology, bro, you guys have no idea. I know you niggas don't know me, but you have no idea. The reason why I get so passionate and why I talk so much shit is because I was such an advocate for that whole movement, bro. I was such an advocate for it. Because to me, in theory, I agree with it, and I still do. In theory, I still do now. If a guy right now told me that he subscribes to the passport bro ideology, I'm not gonna browbeat him off of that alone, right? I'm gonna be like, cool. If you're saying you want to leave the West because the women here are cooked and you want to go find something overseas, I don't have no issue with that, none whatsoever. Fuck what these simps in the West are saying. Fuck what these plantation niggas are saying. I'm not telling you to stay here. I would never ever tell that, especially not a black guy. Black man, for sure, I would never tell you that you can't go where you want to go or that you can't have autonomy. But for the love of fucking God, when you go to these places, act with some damn sense. How hard can it possibly be? How hard can it be? So now you got dudes out here doing the most. Oh, did he assault this woman in Kenya? Oh, there's no evidence. We don't know. Shut the fuck up. You guys are so dumb. Like, you want to sit there and so badly defend fuckery. Like, it's every time, bro. You guys do it all the time. You do it with fucking rappers. You do it with other entertainers. You do it all the time, bro. It's always the worst of us that you guys want to defend. And again, like I said, you guys will come in the comment section with someone like me who would call it out, and you'd be like, oh, shut up, man. You were in front, FBA, you were cool. Like, you guys would have all kinds of, insults and all kinds of things to say to me, but then same time you're going to want to go and defend this dude. Don't even make sense. And even if you set aside this and look at this guy's history, why would you want to defend this? I went over and looked at Kid Greatness's video, right? I see people in the comment section, sitting there trying to defend him. Oh, the reason why is, this is messed up. There's no evidence. Oh, you snitching. You the feds. Like, you guys are trash. They're cut and dry. There's no other way to say it. You guys are trash. You ain't shit. Because the simple fact that you would sit there and try to defend this nonsense is ridiculous. What is wrong with you? And you want me to tell you what it is? Let me tell you why you niggas want to defend it. There's two main reasons why you guys defend it. One, because you're just like him. That's one of the reasons. And or because you just want to see the continued crash out. You want the entertainment. Right? And what it is that, like, a lot of you, at the end of the day, a lot of you guys, like, you are the worst of us. And I wish there was a way we could just get rid of you. But the reality is that you're here to stay, aren't you? So you're going to continue to be an issue. But it's like, there's got to come a point where, like, in the travel space, like, this type of situation was inevitable, man. It was inevitable. This is why I've been able to make videos in the past. And I made a video on Relo when he was in Thailand. And I laughed at the fact that this guy was crying over a fucking pro. I laughed at him. But in that video I did, there was one point where I said that shit like that, where he's crying over a pro, or, he wasn't actually crying, but where he's like, getting sad over a pro, right? I said, that's like, fine. That's funny. That's funny kind of crash out content, like, where he's not doing too much. But I explicitly said, and the video is still there from several months ago, so you can go watch it. I said it several months ago, bro. I said, him crashing out the way how he did in Bangkok on Khao San Road, that type of shit, he can't be doing that. I said that in that video. And I also said in that video that I don't fuck with this dude. I said that. So when I jump out now and I start talking my shit on him, see, I've been saying this shit. It ain't like, oh, I'm just jumping out now because something he was on World Star. No. I said this time ago. Everything I say in my videos, I can always relate it back to an older video. And that's crazy because I've barely made any videos. I've barely even said anything. And I can still always relate everything back to a previous video because at the end of the day, I'm speaking facts. And you guys inevitably always prove my fucking point. Every single time. And the reason why is because you niggas ain't shit. And you can't help yourselves but not be shit. You can't help it. It's predictable. It's predictable as fuck. And the sad part is that, like, I was going to make a video, right? I actually already was in the process of making a video. Like, it was going to be called the Passport Bros Fall Off 2025. Right? Or something along these lines. I was basically going to talk about how Passport Bros and all their content has fallen off this year. Like, to me, Passport Bros fell off this year. I think 2025, this has been the wackest year for Passport Bros in terms of their content. Tell me I'm lying. Even if you don't like anything else I've said in this video, if you've listened this long, tell me I'm lying about that statement. Like, think about all the guys that would be classified as passport bros and look at their content. Like I said, Lord is not a passport bro. He's the only one who's up that would be classified as being passport bro adjacent, right? Ace, Check, you know, them guys been up for a minute. You can't really count them. Let's talk about the niggas that's considered the passport bros, okay? All of these guys' content is whack right now. Either they're not uploading or what they are uploading is desperate as hell. You get what I'm saying? Look at all these dudes. Keys, barely uploading anything, right? Zoom to Thailand, he's uploading, but his uploads are desperate as hell. Talking about crazy thick Asians and all this. Constantly talking about L's big old legs. Now, to be fair, he's done that before, that ain't new. But him doing this crazy thick Asians thing, which is ridiculous considering he even admitted himself, a bunch of these chicks that he's showing you are from America, bro. He's saying, now I won't lie, a lot of the thick Asians, they're gonna be in the States. Okay, so then why in the fuck? They're in the Matrix. So, do you get what I'm saying? Like, this guy is trying to sell you guys on some bullshit. Trying to advertise pros on his fucking channel and on his community feed and shit. Oh, who wants to be the lucky guy today? Or it's going to be behind the paywall. Like, pathetic. Pathetic. And I read his comment section. You can just tell it's a whole bunch of old, fucking dusty ass, pathetic, dried out dudes. Like, and I'm going to be real because, you know... You guys, one thing that does piss me off. I just gotta get it out today. Fuck it, I gotta get it all out. Another thing that pisses me off about what a lot of you niggas say is I'm so sick and tired of you niggas talking shit about Gen Z. Any single one of you that wants to have something to say about Gen Z, I promise you, come and debate me on it so you can get smoked. There's not a single one of you older dudes that has any fucking space to talk about my generation. All of you are fucking cooked. There's two things. First of all, you guys be using our terminology. That in and of itself is backwards. You're older than us. How the fuck are you 40 years old, 50 years old, talking about, you know, YNs and, oh, they're cooked? And why are you using our terminology? No other generation did that with the youth. Like, they didn't use the youth fucking terminology. Why are you using our slang? You know why? Because you niggas can't grow the fuck up, which is part of the reason why you're cooked, as we would say, okay? But you want to sit there and be like, oh, Gen Z ain't doing nothing. They ain't inventing nothing. They ain't. I'll admit, we ain't coming up with as much as Gen X did. I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, you niggas are still trying to bite some of our shit. So it is what it is. It would make sense that we would be inspired by you because you came before us. But why in the fuck are you trying to do what we're doing? Weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up there at a whole big old age, 40, 45, 50, fucking pushing into your grey years, trying to sit there and act like you're still one of the boys. You ain't one of us. Get the fuck up out my face. Sick and tired of you weirdo ass old niggas sitting there on panels. There was a guy on fucking, whose channel was it? It was on Big J's channel. Shout out to Big J, he's from the UK as well, right? But he was on Big J's channel. This guy, what was his name? Rico? Or something like that. This guy Rico talking about he'll get his youngins. He'll set his youngins on people. Guys, if you don't shut your old ass up about set your youngins like they're some young bloodhounds, and this guy thinking he's some old mob boss or something. Shut up, man. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you crusty ass, raggedy ass Yanks. You're all Hollywood. This is why Big J was calling out that fucking dude Flip Flop. And I was over there in the chat chatting shit too. And this is why. Because you guys are Hollywood, bro. You're not real. And I swear, there's very few UK people that have ever been in the manosphere or red pill space. But one constant thing I've seen with us that are there is that we do notice this fake shit. Like, because it's not really our culture. Like, our culture isn't fake like that. It's not fraudulent like that. Like, am I going to say there ain't fake people in the UK? Of course not. There are fake people everywhere. But I think in America, you guys have got a culture where you're a lot more about, you know, playing a role and just like being duplicitous. And I don't think in the UK, there's as many people who really play that angle. I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as strong of a thing over here. Again, I'm not saying it doesn't exist at all, but it's just not as strong. And I think it's exposed in the culture that is shown through the content. Like, in the content, you see it. You guys, this is why, like, I couldn't imagine a person from the UK trying to sell a pro as his girlfriend and be on a YouTube channel and really be trying to push that. Like, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I like, if he did do that, we're not going to blow him up, bro. Like, no one in the UK is going to blow this guy up. If we blew him up, it'll be because we didn't know. And then what would happen is, as soon as he found out, that's it, he'd be done. But like, You see, the thing is we will never know because a nigga from here is not stupid enough to fucking do that shit. And again, if he did, he would definitely do it with more tact than you guys. He's not about to be on Soy 6 or have a girl from Pattaya or be in fucking Brazil, you know, dealing with some chick on a yacht that everyone knows. Right? Oh, we all saw her. She was in Mad. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to have the chick from that everyone saw in Classicos. He's not going to have the chick. Oh my God, and that's enough for you guys to fuck the DR as well. Right? Oh my God, there's so much shit since I've made the last video that you guys have just cooked in such a short span of time as well. And don't even get me started on when I did my last trip to Thailand and I was talking to some of these Thai chicks and they're starting to come with stereotypes. They sound like the women in the West in terms of their stereotypes about you niggas. Like, they're starting to form stereotypes. I'm talking about the ones that actually deal with you guys. They are already forming stereotypes, and the stereotypes are eerily familiar. Okay? So, you guys are definitely bringing your bullshit everywhere. I'm sick and tired of it, man. Like, but again, this shit's inevitable. This was always gonna happen because you guys can't help yourselves. And I know you want to go in the comment section, talk your shit. Go ahead. But I'm just telling you from now, at the end of the day, you guys can't disprove what I'm saying. All you're going to be able to do is deflect. Oh, well, you know, white people do. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. If your defense against the foolishness that black people engage in is, oh, well, you know, it's not all of us, or oh, white people do it, other people do it. If that's the only defense you've got, you're an idiot. Straight up and down. Like, I don't even need to give you an eloquent diss. You're just dumb. Dumb. You're a fucking dumbass. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. I could easily elaborate. I could easily expound on that. I could easily go into the actual reasons as to why it's such a stupid fucking comment. But to be truthfully honest with you, I don't think you deserve that. I don't. So the reality is this. When it comes down to all of this stuff, the content people putting out, the ways in which people are presenting themselves, how we're being portrayed, you have to understand that things like this Relo situation, like I said, this was going to happen because this is what people keep pushing him towards. And I'm not trying to say that like, oh, it's not his fault. No, it's 100% his fucking fault. It's 110% his fault. But you see, the audience, they love to cheerlead this stuff, right? It just reminds me of that couple that got killed in Vegas, right? They had a whole bunch of people in their live streams talking. I went and watched some of their live streams, like not fully, but I went and looked through some of them to see some of the build up towards that incident. And you can see it reminded me a lot of this space. You had people in there like going on there, jumping on the stream yard, talking that shit. Yeah, man, fuck that man. Yeah, fuck that nigga, man. He ain't about shit. He ain't gonna do shit. Oh, really? He ain't gonna do shit. And I think that guy's disgusting, and I hope he should suffer. He should suffer for what he did. But at the end of the day, this is the byproduct of people being on that bullshit. You got people like, this was just a regular couple. They had no business really even being online the way they were. They should have just minded their fucking business. But this is the type of shit you got to deal with. People want to get online, clout chase. People want to make drama, have beefs. Well, shit, there's going to be consequences. And this is the thing. Someone like Relo, I'm telling you right now, like, I don't know what's going to happen behind this Kenya shit. I don't know. It might get a lot worse. It might get a lot worse, bro. But what I do know is this. You guys, if anything happens, not even just to him, but to any of these guys that be making this type of content, NYC, whoever, if anything happens to these dudes, I need all you motherfuckers that want to sit in comment sections of niggas like me and tell me to shut up and all this and whatever. I need you to be prepared to carry the weight. I need you to be prepared to carry the weight of the outcome. I don't want something to happen to these people, but you need to be prepared for that shit. You get what I'm saying? And you know what the sad part is? I say that as someone who actually has somewhat of a conscience, but the sad part is I can't actually honestly say with confidence that the people who I'm talking to have one themselves. There's a very good chance that you'll hear what I'm saying and you're just like, man, I don't give a fuck about them niggas, and you really don't. And if something was to happen to them, you just be like, oh well, show's over, on to the next. It's fucking sick, like, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Like I said, a lot of you niggas ain't shit. You ain't being shit, you ain't about shit, you ain't ever gonna be shit. For those of you who are, I salute you. You guys know that I'm right in what I'm saying because you feel the same and I'm just verbalizing it. And you can tell, like, look, I've been trying to make videos for weeks and weeks and weeks on different types of things, and I never fully commit to them or I never release them because I don't feel strongly enough. But this incident has just, it's just like, it's the type of thing where it's just like, bro, like, are we, like, come on now. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's not even, like, I'm not even that pressed about Kenya. That's what's crazy about it. Like, Kenya's not even one of them places where it's like, I would want to settle down there, or, oh my God, I really want to, you know, visit. Like, I'm not even that desperate for Kenya, but at the end of the day, it's about the overall optics. And again, I'm not from the States, so it shouldn't affect me. I wish to fucking God it didn't. I would never make a video again. If it were like that, I would never make, but the problem is, I'm still black. I'm still black. Now again, in Kenya specifically, I'm not worried. Because it's a black majority country, you're not going to be singled out in the same type of way, right? But when it comes down to everywhere else, yeah, it's a problem. And for any of you that are like, man, Austin and Kid Greatness, why they have to? Well, because Austin lives there, right? Kid Greatness, I ain't been keeping up with what this nigga does. I think he lives there, I don't know. But I know that Austin, he's got business there. I know he's got himself set up there. He's invested in that country. Right? I saw in Kid Greatness' video, he was saying that Africa is the future. That's what he believes. Okay? So at the end of the day, if these guys are invested there, they're networking there, they're built in. This is the thing you niggas don't understand. You guys get niggas like Rello who's just passing through on some fuckery. Now I will say this, to call them two out though, to be fucking fair. They're fucking idiots for even encouraging the guy, because they did do that. Yeah? I remember I saw a stream where Austin jumped onto Rello shit and he was on there talking to him about Kenya. I don't know why he was on there. Like, I saw that shit and I was like, why is this guy on here talking to this dude? Is he okay? Does he know what he's about? Like, he better know what he's about. And if he didn't, then Austin's an idiot for not doing his fucking homework. But I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking like, bro, like, why are you... what's going on here? Because obviously, Austin is like, you're sitting there talking to this guy about coming to Kenya, but you're plugged into Kenya. And the way how Rello moves when he's out there, you need to be careful because he'll do some shit. And this is what the incident was, right? Isn't this what the incident was behind, about him trying to film her or something like that, and she didn't want him to film her, right? So he's trying to get the content for the subs, because that's what you fucking goofy ass niggas sent him out there to do. So now he's trying to get the content for the subs, and she's there like, fuck out of here, that ain't happening. He starts snapping out, boom, boom, whatever. It's a whole big thing, right? My thing is that it's like, Austin, do you not know this is what this nigga does? So when you're inviting this guy or encouraging him to come to your country, do you not understand? Sorry, not your country, to the country, you know, to Kenya, the country where you're basically living now, right? Are you not understanding that it's like he's gonna come and bring that foolishness? He's gonna come and do shit like what he did, and you see that incident that happened. Duh. You guys are just making it worse for yourselves. But, you know, continue to do what you do. You niggas won't listen. You won't learn. Right? I will try to enjoy travel as much as I can before you niggas fucking ruin it. The beautiful thing is, and I've said this again in an older video, because I always do speak facts in older videos. I said this before. There is a silver lining to this goofiness. And the silver lining is, thank fuck that you guys typically stick to the same hotspots. Yeah, you're gonna ruin them like you did to Suwa. For the longest time, people talking about, you can't ruin a place, you can't ruin a location. Idiots. You're so dumb. You're so fucking dumb. And I've always thought there was a way to save us. There is no way. You're just getting worse and worse and worse every single year. I just wish at some point you would just be gone. But you won't be.